Good morning. Happy Sunday. Look, got a haircut. Happy Easter Sunday for those of you that celebrate Easter. Happy Easter Sunday today for those of you that celebrate Easter Sunday today. So big picture day. There's been a tremendous amount of change in the world in the last year for everybody. And that's going to continue to accelerate, especially as the world opens up and we start doing this new hybrid where some things are virtual, some things are not virtual, what things are going to stay virtual. So what is it about change that makes it so hard? Well, if anything's hard, why is it hard for us? Well, we fear it, right? And what is fear? False evidence appearing real. So why is it that change is so difficult for us to manage? Why is it that we don't want it? Well, we get to a certain point and, we like the fact that we can manage our world. Remember the sphere of influence that I talked about? We've all got this sphere that we have, this area of the world that we can manage, and we can do that very confidently. And when we get to a point where we've got that sphere, we don't really like to actively pursue going past that. And that's one of the challenges that we have in our life is, are you going to wait for a problem to come along, or are you going to actively grow in order to try to anticipate what's going to happen? Well, most of us don't actively anticipate and don't grow as much as we should. We enjoy our comfort of this world that we can manage, and we fear change because it's unknown. And so then when change happens, we feel like we're a victim of it. The people that don't fear change and are able to pivot on a dime and mold themselves to whatever the new reality is, they seek out change. They seek out something different. They seek out the new. And so that way, when something different happens, they don't feel like a victim. They're used to dealing with change. They actively look for it, and they even enjoy it. They even like trying something new. And if you don't feel like a victim, then suddenly you're now more excited about this opportunity as opposed to the opposite of that. Think about the people that are successful that you can envision, especially like the business people. They're always doing something to do something different. They're constantly reinventing themselves, constantly moving forward, constantly looking for the new thing. Well, if all of a sudden a big change comes like COVID and like a worldwide shutdown, well, when that happens, they can go, okay, this wasn't the new thing that I was looking for, but I was looking for a new thing, so how can I adapt to this? Rather than asking the question of, what am I going to do and how am I going to survive? They ask a question like, how am I going to thrive? How am I going to adapt to this? And how am I going to accomplish my goals and conquer things in this brave new world? So big picture, remember, we're either growing or we're dying. It's one or the other. And people who are always actively looking for what's next, what's the new thing, what's the next thing that I'm going to do, they're always looking for that change and that opportunity. When change comes in the world, and it inevitably will, they don't feel like a victim. They feel like they're working to be ahead of it. And as a result, they respond to that change much differently. They always look at it as an opportunity. Remember, we're always going to have problems in our life. The question is, do we have quality problems? I have to pay too much in taxes because I made so much money. Quality problem. I left the shirt that I wanted at my other home. Okay, quality problem. So you're always going to have something that is a problem. We want certainty so much in our life, especially as we get older. And the reality is the only place where you can be truly certain is prison. There you know that you're going to be taken care of and you're going to get 3 hots and a cot. But then you're trapped. And we do that to ourselves in life, where we want to control our world so much because we don't want anything to change that we trap ourselves. We give up our freedoms. We won't try anything, and that's not a political statement, meaning we won't try anything new. We won't do anything different. We only want to do the same thing that we've always done because we know what it is. We're certain about what it is and we feel comfortable. I'm only going to go on vacation in the same place. I'm only going to sit in the same chair and do the same thing and drive to work the same day. I'm never going to do anything new because that way I'm going to be safe. And that way I'm certain that I can manage that area. But remember, you're either growing or you're dying. And to try to think like you're not going to have any problems is unrealistic because problems equals solutions. Solutions equal change. Change equals more problems. That cycle is never going to stop in your life. Never. So as we go through life, we know this cycle is going to happen. What do we want? We want better quality problems. So you want the problems to be things that, number one, you were hoping for or looking for. These are the problems I want. My business has grown so much that I need new people. I'm so in love with my significant other that I want to spend all the time with that person. So I got to manage that with the other things that I'm doing. These are quality problems. Anticipate that change is going to happen. It's always going to happen. So the question you should ask yourself is, what's the next change going to be and how am I going to adapt to it? That's what successful people do. And that's what happy people do. They look forward to the next thing because they know it's another opportunity to grow. We're either growing or we're dying. Have a great Sunday, everybody. It's going to be beautiful around here. Let's all stay in this together. Let's take care of each other. Have a great day.